Welcome to the School of the Lost Tribes. Thrones of Israel's kings. 1 Kings 1:46. And also Solomon sitteth on the throne of the kingdom. This verse marks Solomon's ascension to Israel's throne, highlighting a God-ordained monarchy passed from David to Solomon. This throne is not only political, but symbolic of the divine covenant with David, setting Solomon apart as one who continues this theocratic line within Israel. First Kings 2:19. Bathsheba therefore went unto King Solomon to speak unto him for Adonijah. And the king rose up to meet her, and bowed himself unto her, and sat down on his throne, and caused a seat to be set for the king's mother. Here, Solomon's throne is presented as a seat of respect and authority, one which honors both family and covenantal obligations. This throne reflects the exclusive nature of the Davidic dynasty as promised by God to Israel alone. First Kings 7:7. Then he made a porch for the throne where he might judge, even the porch of judgment, and it was covered with cedar from one side of the floor to the other. The porch for the throne symbolizes justice established under God's rule. The throne represents God's standard of righteousness and judgment in Israel, contrasting with the thrones of other nations, which lack this direct divine endorsement. First Kings 22:10 and 2 Chronicles 18:9. And the king of Israel and Jehoshaphat the king of Judah sat each on his throne, having put on their robes, in a void place in the entrance of the gate of Samaria, and all the prophets prophesied before them. These verses illustrate Israel and Judah's thrones as distinct entities within the broader framework of Israelite governance. This dual kingship, under the covenant, anticipates the eventual reunification of Israel's kingdom under one throne, as foreshadowed in prophecy. Second Kings 11:19 and 2 Chronicles 23:20. And he took the rulers over hundreds, and the captains, and the guard, and all the people of the land. And they brought down the king from the house of the Lord, and came by the way of the gate of the guard to the king's house. And he sat on the throne of the kings. The throne of the kings in this context reaffirms the Davidic line, restored after a period of usurpation. This reinstatement reinforces the sanctity and God-given nature of Israel's throne, separating it from earthly usurpers or non-divine claimants. Acts 12:21. And upon a set day, Herod, arrayed in royal apparel, sat upon his throne, and made an oration unto them. While Herod sits on a throne in Jerusalem, his authority is secular, lacking Israel's theocratic legitimacy. Herod's rule lacks the divine blessing reserved for the Davidic line, and thus his throne does not carry the same spiritual authority or covenantal promise. Esther 1:2 and 5:1. That in those days, when the king Ahasuerus sat on the throne of his kingdom. King Ahasuerus's throne in Persia symbolizes the grandeur of worldly kingdoms. However, unlike Israel's throne, it lacks divine endorsement and eternal promise, serving as a temporal, secular seat of power over a multi-ethnic empire without the theocratic covenant Israel holds.